everyone, welcome back to our next home learning video for English on Theseus and the Minotaur. So this is the third lesson this week for this story. So today we're going to have a look at noun phrases. Noun phrases give us more detail about the noun, that's the object or the thing in a sentence. They are often called adjectives, words to describe a noun. So we're going to look at the next part of the story where Theseus goes to try and defeat the Minotaur. And then when we've read it, I want you to see if you can pause the video and write down all the noun phrases that you can find in that part of the story. Okay, so let's read the next part of the story now. Theseus felt his way in the dark. It was true. Without the string, he would soon have been hopelessly lost in the maze of winding corridors. Suddenly his fingers brushed warm, wiry hair, and then the bony curve of a horn. The Minotaur bellowed in his ear and flung him through the darkness. It stamped on him with sharp hooves. The string was knocked out of his hand. They fought in utter darkness. The monster, half man, half bull, crushed him between hairy arms and lashed him with his tail. But Theseus took hold of the horns and twisted them first one way, then the other. He kicked and butted and struggled, and at last the beast gave a glurping gasp and fell dead. Filled with panic, the prince scrabbled around for the ball of string. There! No, that was the Minotaur's ear. Yeah, yes, there! Now he only had to wind it up so he could retrace his steps. Okay, so I want you to pause the video on this bit of the story and I want you to have a look for all the noun phrases you can find. For example, here's the first one, winding corridors. So corridors is the noun, the name, the object, and then winding is the word to describe that noun. So winding corridors is one. So can you find all the other noun phrases in this part of the story? Okay, let's have a look at where all the noun phrases were. So we had winding corridors, warm, wiry hair, bony curve of a horn, sharp hooves, utter darkness, hairy arms, gurgling gasp. So those are all the noun phrases that were in that part of the story. Well done if you found them. So what we're going to do today is you are going to write a description of the battle between Theseus and the Minotaur. Think about the adverbial phrases, the how, when, why, where, and how long, and some of the noun phrases that we've identified. Try and use those in your description. Also think back to some of our work from earlier videos on conjunctions, because, when, if, while, although, since. Try and use those too. Remember to check your spellings, particularly those ones from the year 3-4 list that you should have been still practicing, and remember to use the correct punctuation. Okay, so you're going to write a description of the battle between Theseus and the Minotaur. What happened during the battle? Describe it, make it us feel like you are actually there in the story. I'll put back the story for you so you can use that to help you if you want to when you're writing your description. Okay, I look forward to seeing all your lovely descriptions of the battle. Bye for now.